Oh, yes. You know, why am I doing this, right? Why am I going through the World Bank Group? Let's say I end up with some money, significant amount of money for suing each state of the United States and all their employees and and I think, well, I should invest that money. Yes. I'm going to want to know what nations want to borrow from me. And it's a lot easier for me to do it this way today. Yes. Because I'm going to spend that money in investments. So, whomever the idiot is, I have a reason for what I'm doing today. Now, you might not understand investments, but I do. You've been involving yourself in fraud. Yeah. And you have said that I'm crazy. Yes. But there is a lot that I don't know because you won't enforce my rights. Now, if you wanted to enforce the laws of the United States, yes, I'd like to get to suing each and every individual that I have the legal right to sue. And then when I get that money, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, yes, I'm going to find out. And then I'm going to make some investments. Now, why this trend is occurring and whether the policies and practices of cost benefit analysis require revision. What if there was somebody other than the World Bank to loan money? Ooh, maybe myself. Quality, rigor, and poor data analysis misinform and do not improve results. Yes. Reforms are required, or there needs to be somebody other than the World Bank lending money to other nations. Ouch! It's fraudulent to issue a dissolution of marriage where I got no notice or opportunity to be heard. It is fraudulent to dissolve a United Nations marriage certificate when you have no authority or jurisdiction of law. It is abusive to my gestating son to find out that well, there's going to be a lot of lawsuits. And then I'm going to get that money, and you're going to enforce right now. And then I'm going to call up some of these nations that have been borrowing money from the World Bank, and I'm going to find out what they've been doing with the money. Now, this appraisal, yes. Evidence at appraisal, yes. Both the analysis and the use of evidence at appraisal and ensure effective use of cost benefit analysis in decision making. Why don't you get me the appraisals? I got to thinking about what is appraised. Now, let's say you like to collect Nazi memorabilia from the time that Hitler, yes, was in power. Good for you. That's the kind of market where I buy it all up, pooch, possibly burn it all up, as mean as that sounds. Yeah, but let's say you buy some sort of Christianity artifact, icon, or anything else made by those in Christianity for the last 2,000 years. Stained glass windows, ooch, pews, oh, maybe a cross that was in an old church. I'm going to want the appraised value of all Christian objects, yes, that had been produced or manufactured for the 2,000 years of Christianity, where I, as a consumer, could bid on them at auction. Ooh. Now, a lot of these require an appraisal. Could you get me those in the profession? Yes, of appraising Christian objects, Catholic objects, or Orthodoxy objects. Now, these are items that I wouldn't destroy. Yes, there's something that I might put in different locations so that Christians could appreciate my want to collect. Ooch. Let's say you're an appraiser, you're a licensed appraiser, and your specialty is any item that was manufactured or produced in the last 2,000 years of Christianity. Now, there are some items that I would purchase just for the reason of fucking up the market for those collectibles. Oh, Then there's some items that I would purchase with the reason of wanting to expose them to individuals throughout the world that might appreciate the appraised value of anything manufactured because of Christianity. Now, it seems mean, doesn't it? Oops. No, I'm not talking the last 2,000 years, Thomas Kincaid, or 200 years, or 100 years, or 50 years, or 10 years. I'm talking about every, let's say you're Catholic, and approximately 1,000 years ago, there was a little lone monk in a monastery that no longer exists that had written some sort of manuscript, wrote the whole thing by hand. I put it out there at a big celebration and put a price tag on it. Yes, double the amount that I bought it at auction. Now, there could be some money in this for me. Yes, there could. Now, it seems mean to you. It does. That I would go out there and buy all those Christian items and try to make money on the naive Christianity that would want to purchase them for themselves. But I feel every item in Christianity has a value. Yes, it does. Now, if it's double the amount that I paid for at auction or the appraised value of today, yes, I would be enriching myself at the expense of Christians that are too fucking stupid.